Oh man, we need to thank God that Drake is back. The Iceman makes hip hop fun yet again. Drake has your faves, your 50 plus retired businessmen rappers deciding to pick up a mic and rap again for the first time in a decade. We need to thank Drake for this. Family is Providence, and I'm here to tell the truth. Jay-Z was in Philly at the Roots picnic and decided to diss every single person that has been criticizing him. Over the last few years, he took shots at Nicki Minaj, Kanye, Drake, Oschino, Tory Lanez, Dame Dash, everybody who we thought Jay-Z was too high and mighty to respond to, and he was giving off this vibe that he was unbothered by. We come to find out that no, Jay-Z has actually been paying attention to any and everything that has been said by him. He has been quite a bit bothered, and now he has decided to fire shots at every single one.
The leprechauns have magically run out of praise. Your son on the federal jail line mumbling something about having too much in his drink. You know how dumb that is? Another one fumbled his, wonder how I get the blame. Niggas' teeth is tumbling out their mouth, and somehow I'm the one who done it. It's a murder mystery game. Cancel the brunches, I remember the hunger pains. The price of the bricks going up. It's gonna cost you a beat to even say my name. You ever heard of a wonder kid? My children is some of them. Have you niggas no shame? Y'all trying to get under skin? I really get under skin. That's unharmed playing. Y'all thugs with y'all thumbs again. Everybody think they're the ones insane. You're no maniac. Watch y'all saniac in my presence, nigga, shrink. I need a new therapist. This shit is not working. I'm truly on the brink. Y'all better not encourage him. Y'all don't want me to think these thoughts that I think. That nut-ass nigga still stuttering. And Chatty Patty down on his luck again. Quest introducing me to Jaguar. I don't know why I still fuck with him. That lady back on the stuff, she sound like she in love with him. Her kid can't even take their kids. Enough of them. A rapper can't be my eye. I got MAGA Republicans. Them shots came from the very top of the government. Good luck with them. I'm governed by God. You trying to break the government. I prayed for 40 days. My neck get flooded again. Wrists get flooded again. My net worth went up again. My next update, the jig is up. Nigga, I'm up 10. Wrong chart, champ. You gotta look up again. Niggas look up to Hova. I never looked up to them. The crackers got your publishing gangster. Go talk tough to them. Don't talk success to me. You niggas is workers. In perpetuity is how your contract is worded. Don't make me go first. Man. The roots remember, even when the trees pretend, not too much of my name.
Family, I'm not gonna lie, I like what I'm seeing from Jay-Z. Why? Because Jay-Z is finally being real. He's finally showing what we've all known him to be for a very long time and continues to be, a savage. That's what Jay-Z is. Jay-Z started off 2026 doing this PR work because he had been in some bad headlines, the Epstein files, the woman who sued him claiming that she had interacted with him when she was only 13 years old, all these things. And so he started this year doing some insane PR work, doing interviews, GQ, etc., New York Times, etc., trying to portray himself as this enlightened, mature individual who had reached some spiritual plane, was saying things like there needs to no longer be battle rap and hip hop, apologize for dissing Nas, and he was trying to present himself as some progressive individual. But the Iceman dropped his album, and the Iceman put pressure on Jay-Z. And I think, y'all gonna say I'm glazing Drake, but this is honestly what I think. That line where Drake said, "The jig is up." We know how you rocking already, OG. The jig is up. That was so prophetic because it unlocked Jay-Z. It said, Jay-Z, stop faking, brother. We know who you are. The jig is up. Stop trying to front like you are not who you are. A brother from the Marcy Projects, and you trying to be this enlightened individual for these white folk because you got all these brands and you in it with the NFL and you trying to get a casino and you trying to do all this stuff. Brother, you're trying to act like you're above it all now. You're not above it all. The jig is up. And I honestly think that Jay-Z heard that and said, word, well, since I've been exposed, let me actually get back to doing what I'm doing. Get back to getting on y'all heads. And I like it because this is the real or authentic Jay-Z. I thought the most telling line in that little freestyle that he did was him admitting, I need a new therapist. It ain't working. What does that mean? He basically admitted that, look, I've been trying to suppress who I really am, this savage, but I'm on the brink. I'm losing it. And he actually admits it in the freestyle. What does that mean? Jay-Z has spent the last few years entirely bothered by every single criticism that he's heard. You see, Jay-Z and Kendrick are alike in the sense that they don't be on the internet a lot, right? Or at least they're not reacting on the internet. So you never really know what they think about certain things. But come to find out, both of these guys, both of them are very emotional. And if you think Kendrick isn't emotional, he admitted it on the very first track of GNX, where he was furious when he saw Snoop Dogg post Tailor-Made Freestyle. So these guys, they're not on the internet, they're not reacting, and it gives them this air, this aura of mystery. And they get to somehow pop out whenever they pop out and look like they're all cool and nonchalant and they're unbothered, right? Jay-Z seemed as if he was unbothered in these interviews that he took. But we see now that these guys are very bothered. Jay-Z he reacted to Tory Lanez dad in the end of 2022 when his dad was saying Rock Nation shall fall. He responded to his dad and said, well, your son's on the phone confessing to being drunk that night. Excuse me? Responding to a guy from 3-4 years ago? What does that tell you? That tells you Jay-Z has clocked every single thing that has been said about him. On all these interviews, Dame Dash interviews, Oschino interviews, he's clocked every single thing. And the Iceman dissing him on the #1 album that surpassed his record for #1 albums, that has the #1 song in the country saying the jig is up, that snapped him. It broke him, and he had to grab the mic and respond because he's been suppressing who he is for all these years, trying to act like he's above it all. But when he was dragged through the mud publicly by the Iceman with the #1 album and the #1 song, he couldn't ignore it anymore. Now, I do think that Jay-Z did have some quotables for this freestyle. And there's definitely going to be some things that's going to set some people off. Talking about Nicki Minaj's kids, I think it's only a matter of time before she hits the timeline and completely spazzes out. But keying into what Jay-Z said about Drake, he said, my net worth went up again. My next update, the jig is up. Clearly a reference to what Drake said. I'm up 10. Wrong chart, champ. You gotta look up again. Y'all looked up to Hova. I never looked up to them. Them crackers got your publishing, gangster. Go talk tough to them. Don't talk success to me. You are workers in perpetuity. How your contracts is worded. Don't make me go F, man. Okay, so I do think flipping the jig is up to Jigga is up. Like I'm up in my net worth. And, you know, it was a nice little cool flip. Reminiscent of what Drake and Kendrick were doing with the Prince, Michael Jackson flips. So that was a nice little cool flip. I'll give him that. Overall, you know, this whole I'm richer than you talk, I'm kind of over it. Like, that's like the ace in the hole for Jay-Z. Like, whenever he's being criticized, people dissing him, whatever, he just flips out the I'm richer than you card. And I get it. It's fair game. Drake likes to flaunt how rich he is too. So it's not like it's out of bounds, but it's cheap. You know, because he knows no one can compete when it comes to money. So everybody says whatever they want about Jay-Z, and he just goes, shut up, I'm richer than you, haha. That's just like trump card, you know what I mean? So I'm not really impressed by the I'm richer than you bars, but I do think that essentially this did what it was supposed to do. Personally, I think this would have been better if it was on a song, because the issue with this is, cool, you said this at a freestyle and it was recorded on people's phones and it's going to go viral and people are going to play it once, but Drake is dissing you on some pretty addictive music right now that's going #1 in the country. And so people hearing the diss towards you, but you just did a freestyle. So I personally would have liked him to respond on music, but it still was cool to see him respond. Now, what do I think happens as a result of this? I still don't think Drake and Jay-Z are going to go back and forth. I don't think that Jay-Z is interested in a long, prolonged battle with Drake where stuff could go really deep and the laundry list of skeletons that's in Jay-Z's closet will get exposed. Because we already saw how nasty Drake versus Kendrick got. We know that the stuff that Jay-Z got in his closet, oh, it will be very bad for Jay-Z. I think that Jay-Z wants to still somewhat hold on to a clean image at this point in his life. I don't think he needs certain things drudged back up, right? And so I do think that obviously it could get nasty for Drake too, because Jay-Z and Roc Nation are powerful. But at the end of the day, I just don't think Jay-Z wants a public back and forth. It would be very, very self-contradictory if you just sat down and said, I don't think battle rap should be in the culture, to now you're going into a full battle rap. It's one thing to take shots on stage, which is kind of already contradictory, but to enter into a full battle rap will be a full contradiction. And he's too busy trying to impress those white people that he got business deals with to be in some long, ugly battle that I don't think Jay-Z's interested in that. I just don't. And so I think Jay-Z did enough to shoot at Drake, but didn't want to go too far to where he would actually trigger a real battle. I still don't think that's happening. Could be wrong, but the most I see happening from this is Jay-Z probably sends a couple more shots. Maybe when he drops his album, Drake will probably send a couple more shots and whatever music he drops, and that'll be that. I don't think a full what we saw between Kendrick and Drake happens between Drake and Jay-Z. Would I like to see that? Sure. Personally, who do I got winning that? Drake. I just think that Drake's pen is just sharp right now. The bars that will come out of it would be, I think, too much for Jay-Z. Could be wrong. You know, the internet hates Drake, so they might gas up Jay-Z. But the thing about it is the internet hates Jay-Z too. So it's interesting to see if they did battle, who the internet would want to see win that one, because there's a lot of hate for Drake and there's a lot of hate for Jay-Z. And I think both, there'll be fan bases, Drake haters working hard to see Jay-Z get a win, but Drake's fan base will be working hard too to expose Jay-Z. So we don't know what will become of that, but I don't anticipate us seeing anything like that. Anyway, family, it's been Providence. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think a full battle is happening? Do you think this freestyle was fire? Let me know. You thought it was trash? Let me know. If you liked the video, please like the video. If you made it to this part in the video, I appreciate your support. I would appreciate a subscription, as I am a small content creator trying to grow his channel. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.